Okay, I'm gonna try. This is a GoPro. I'm gonna try to do the YouTube. So tour of Whittier. I'm not having much luck with this crazy thing. But anyway, that down there with the train. Make sure you don't get run over. That is the tunnel we come into town on. We have to drive the railroad tracks. That's one of our many waterfalls in town. That is Leonard Glacier up there. Up to there, they've been hauling supplies out to some island out here someplace. They got some kind of building project going on. So it's a bright, sunshiny day today. 71 degrees, a little warm. See this beautiful Prince William Sound. Mile. Open the window up here and get some of this wind noise out. Gosh, seriously, throwing some rocks out. Good, it stopped. So this is looking east. This goes off towards Cordova. Inside passage, the little building with the blue canopy and kind of curved. That's where the cruise ships come in and dock right there. This is kind of the high-end marina here. That's the Inn of Whittier. That's a nice place to stay. Got a nice restaurant. If you're looking for nice, then that's the place. So we're gonna run down here. This is down the harbor area. Sea kayak tours. Boats they're working on. Cars. I guess these people are all out on fishing charters, probably. We'll go by that big white building in a minute. I'll explain that to you. Well, this is where the ferry comes in. It came in earlier today, and I didn't get a picture of that. That's the terminal there, and you go through that to load your vehicles on the ferry, head down to Cordova, Valdez. This little area here is called the Triangle because this little thing is shaped like a triangle, hence the name. And this is where our restaurants and gift shops are. Seafood place. Swiftwater, I kind of like eating there. That's a pretty good place to eat. And there's another new restaurant there. Little gift shop. China Sea, another restaurant. Alaska jet ski tours. Place to get ice cream for $6 for a single dip. So we'll go back down now and head back downtown. Yeah, no. Oh, this is the boat ramp right there where you back in, launch your boats, and retrieve your boats. That way, if you're a snob or you're a boat snob, you stand with your hand on your hips and look at the guy in front of you and say, "Are you launching or retrieving?" You know. That's because your boat's nicer than their boat, and that's the way you talk to them. That's the harbor master's office right over there. Most of these other little buildings are just fishing shops, fish tours, or kayaking, or whatever. Outdoor stuff. This is the Wild Catch Cafe right here, so you can go in there and get your fresh seafood that's caught locally out here in the water. This is boat storage after you launch your boat. Well, you gotta bring your truck and trailer over here and park it for 20 bucks a day, 20 bucks to launch the boat. Back up there is, the top is Whittier Glacier, and when that's snow on, they ride snow machines up over the top. And right after I got here, some guy got up there and got hurt and had to have the Army helicopters come in and rescue him because they couldn't get him down from, couldn't get up to him, get to him from down here. So we're getting ready to head in downtown. You'll probably see a lot of boats like this one right here, and those are called bow pickers, and they run their nets out the front there. And there's our pedestrian tunnel to go under the railroad tracks, that way you can walk down to the triangle without messing up the railroad or having to walk across the tracks. So this is downtown. This is the old military base. This is the fish plant. I guess actually Whittier Seafood, that sounds better than fish plant. That's the new city offices. This is our little grocery store where you can get fresh potatoes and onions, and everything else is dried or frozen. This is kind of the local restaurant here where the working people eat, and the cheap hotel rooms, as cheap as they get anyway. I'm gonna go up here, and when you see this deals on TV, they talk about the whole town living in one building. Well, this is the building, but it's not quite true. The whole town doesn't live in the whole building, but probably 90% of the town does, and I'll show you where the other ones live. Jet ski tour here. This guy does really good, stays busy all the time. But I'm gonna go around the back. I'm not gonna drive clear around it. Well, I guess I will too. This is the school, and there's a tunnel from this building to the school underneath this road, so that they don't have to get out in the 25 feet of snow they have here in the wintertime. I've stayed 3 summers here, but where I'm at now is a much better place. Much quieter. This is where all the families are and the kids. There's a nice waterfall coming off the glacier up there. Turns into Whittier Creek, which dumps into the ocean. So more old boats that's been out here for who knows how long. But this one's 15 stories tall, and I think there's 200 units here, I believe. That's what there is. There's another bow picker right there. You can buy those things pretty cheap if you want to get into the commercial fishing business. And I'm thinking no. This year they're getting paid $1.07 per pound for red salmon or sockeyes. So that's what the boat actually gets for them. By the time they get to you, they're whatever, 20 pound or 25 a pound down here at the Triangle for Copper River Reds this year. So this is Blackstone Road, and Blackstone was a mail carrier way back when. They carried the mail on foot on snowshoes, and he disappeared. So did the mail, and so they named a glacier after him and this road. This is the old enlisted man's quarters. It had a shooting range, bowling alley, movie theater, grocery store, totally self-contained in one building, and it's an environmental $10 million cleanup right now. I call it the Soviet Mental Hospital, but it's kind of what it looks like a little bit. So and then this is coming up. On the left is the manor. This was the NCO quarters. and they turned these into condos. This is where I bought. It's much quieter, smaller, but it's a lot quieter place. It's like 20 or 30 people live here. There's my four-wheeler, so that's my place right there. So we'll go down here. This is Alaska Marine Lines. They bring in the containers and the rail cars from Seattle or Bellingham or wherever they come in from. I'm not really sure on that, but they will unload them right here. They come in once a week. These big forklifts, they can pick up 2 containers at one time, so they pick up 80,000 pounds or at one time, or maybe 100,000, I'm not sure. So they stack them up and put them on rail cars or semi chassis and head them out, take them up to wherever they're going. Seattle, or not Seattle, but Anchorage or Fairbanks or wherever. A lot of oil field stuff comes in on this. You'll see a lot of pipes and tanks and things like that. So we'll try to see how much time I've got here. Sorry for the jerking around, trying to make sure I don't run over the 15-minute time frame here. I'm gonna go back up over here and see how far I can get up. These are all salmon berries in here. They're all blooming. They got little salmon berries on them, so I'll be picking them here before too long. Probably another 2 weeks maybe, since we got so much sunshine. Stuff tends to grow 24 hours a day. These are quarters for the people at the Whittier Seafood. Part of the quarters. So this is Shotgun Cove Road. And it's kind of the city actually owns a bunch of ground back here, and they've got the road laid out. Supposedly they're supposed to get back here sometime and fix it where they can sell the property, but I don't know if that'll ever happen or not. So this is still part of the rainforest that starts down in Oregon, California, and it ends about another 20 miles up the road towards Anchorage, that little town of Girdwood, and that's the end of the temperate rainforest. So we're pretty busy today because the sun's shining and people's out. People coming in from Anchorage to enjoy the sun and the beauty down here, because when the sun shines, it's one of the prettiest places there is. But I'll tell you what, when it rains, rains for 9 or 10 days straight, it can wear on you. So I have to get out and escape. I'm probably going to have to get up here and just get on top here, and I'll get you a quick picture, and then I'm going to have to stop this to stay within the terms of YouTube. If I don't, then I can't download the video. So this is one of the better views. Pretty awesome. That road goes on around for about another mile, but you can just see the same thing. There goes a float plane up there. I don't know if you can catch him or not, but anyway, that's the grand tour of Whittier.